You're listening to Guitar Talk with Will Musig.
Hello and welcome to Guitar Talk. Tonight we've got a special guest. He comes close to my heart. He's actually trying to stream it live on his phone as well.
I don't even know where I am.
He doesn't even know where he is. You have to search Muso channel and then you share it and then it'll go live on your thing. Yeah, that's how you do it. Hello everybody, and tonight we have Aaron Schembri, guitarist extraordinaire, bass player extraordinaire. I wouldn't say that he's an extraordinaire bloke. You're a top bloke.
All-round good guy.
Welcome, Aaron.
Thank you. Good to see you, boys. Been a while.
I know. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So now, Pino's breathing.
Sorry, I'm just laughing. Rory just put, "This will be fun." It's going to be fun.
Rory, tonight's show is going to be off the Richter scale. Trust me.
We've already laughed.
Our stomachs are sore from laughing before we actually started. So,
and that was because listening to them to rehearse earlier.
Yeah, tonight's going to be an absolute crack up. So, I'm going to do the same question I ask everybody who comes on.
Go for it.
Why did you play guitar? What made you start?
I didn't. I think the benefit I had was I wasn't forced to do it. My folks never ever forced me to play guitar. I learned piano at I think I was 8, and then I sort of.
Well, actually, according to your bio, it says 9. So
9.
You're trying to pinch pinch a year. Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
Yeah, get your facts right.
This will be good for me because I'll remember what I've actually done.
By the way, I asked Aaron for a bio. I go, hey, can you send me your bio so I've got something to go by for the night, you know? And what you can't say what you actually wrote.
He sent you carbonite or whatever that thing is.
If you repeat it, have you got that bleep ready?
It was like beep, beep, beep.
No, I as I said to Pino before, I hate writing about myself.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm here because we're going to be talking about me, and
it's all about me, and me, mate.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to do tonight.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah,
we'll see how we go.
So 12, you were. Like I'm looking at this. At 12, you started playing guitar.
Yeah. What was your question?
Why?
Because there's no real reason. I just did it.
There was too many drummers.
Too many. Yeah, that's right, Peter. You're lucky you're off the camera. Yeah, no, I if I was forced to do it, I probably would not still be doing it.
Okay.
But music was always around as a kid growing up.
Where'd you grow up? What suburbs?
I'm in Reservoir.
You're a Reservoir boy?
Yeah.
Yeah? North Reservoir or?
North Reservoir.
North Reservoir.
Yeah.
Did you have to get that specific?
Yeah, I had to because I grew up in Reservoir as well.
What was the graph grid? A5?
Don't know. We didn't use, or my generation don't use Melways. Is that what you're referring to?
Actually, mine was map 18. So I can't remember anyway. Who cares?
No, that's right.
Yeah. So now with your playing, what did you do after you started and then how did things evolve? So you were in the school band?
No, I actually didn't do music at school. I did a couple of guitar lessons at school.
Yeah.
At high school, and outside of school, but I never studied music.
Yep.
I just, as I said before,
did you have a teacher? Did you have a teacher?
Yeah, I had a teacher. He was out in Thornbury.
Who was that?
Oh God, Peter Maratos, I think his name was. Yeah. He was out in Thornbury at his place.
So you had a special bond with your teacher, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a joke?
Well, you can't remember his name.
You can't remember his name. I remember all of my teachers.
Yeah.
I remember
the mentors came later.
Hey? I remember all of my teachers.
Do you?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. I started off with Margaret. 3 months later, right? First names.
Teacher.
Yeah, music teacher, guitar teachers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I started at Brash's Music School, right? Margaret. Then I had Stephen. Then after that, I had George. And then after that, I moved on and I started having lessons off Nello Franceschini. Now, Nello taught me finger tapping and all of that sort of stuff and modes and all that. Oh, we got a call.
Guess who it is?
Who is it?
Mr. Escapade himself.
Who?
Hello, and thanks for calling Guitar Talk. Who's that?
This is Joey.
Oh, no!
You want to talk about guitar teachers?
Hey, Joey, we've got a story for you, mate.
Hey, you know what? You know why I just rang, Will?
Why?
Because I want you to say something to Aaron. One word.
Okay.
You can say it.
You can say it.
Say, shit. Hey, Aaron, can you hear me?
Can hear you, buddy. How are you?
Good. How are you? All right?
Yeah, not bad.
Hey, I got one word for you. Shemonibo. Hey, that's our nickname for Aaron, because Schembri. Shemo. Aaron Shemo. Aaron Shemo. Lo. Who are you? Now, hey, Aaron,
Yes,
Will
mate.
reckons he's got a story for me. I want to hear this story.
Actually,
Okay.
while Joey's on. Yeah, while Joey's on. bring
Joey's
it up.
on.
All
Yeah,
right.
bring it
well,
on.
I was telling the
Come on.
boys. Are you there?
Yeah.
I was telling the boys when you, myself, and Mick Rahotis were having this great little jam.
Yeah.
And
Was that at Musicland?
down at Music
And it
Land.
was live?
Yeah.
It was live in front of the human beings.
Yes.
And
Well,
Joey's
one
doing.
Could,
hang
one
on,
could
I'm
argue
Joey.
that, but
hang on,
anyway.
I'm talking.
Anyway, go on, Aaron.
I was hearing this extraordinary.
I believe.
Hang on, this extraordinary guitar solo. It was like Brian May crossed with Steve Vai crossed with whoever else you wanted, and I think I was playing bass, and
Yeah, you were.
he's going for it, and just I'd never heard notes like that before, and I accidentally stood on his lead, and the thing
pulled
came
it out
out.
of the guitar.
Yeah, and I can't repeat what you said, but it started in Mother.
And we'll leave it at that.
That's right. But I
Because
reckon that
this-
was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, we have to leave it at Mother, Aaron, because this is an early evening family show.
That's right.
But I will ring you after, and I will finish that Mother. All right, hey, listen, I better let you go. You guys go so I can listen to the show because I'm really enjoying it.
We just started. You don't
Yeah, we
lie.
only just started.
Hey, by the
yeah,
way,
I know, but I'm enjoying it. Hey, Pino,
Joey.
when are we having a Barbie? Pino's going, we are? Pino's going, I didn't know we were having a Barbie.
yeah, when someone donates a gas bottle for my barbecue, mate.
All right, you buggers.
Hey, by the-
Aaron,
Yes,
have a good night. You will with Will and Pino, believe
Thanks,
me.
mate.
Hey, Joey.
it's good.
Just
Yeah.
quickly, how did you enjoy your Line 6-pack?
Oh, mate, all I can say is tell Will I was doing cartwheels,
He
especially
was
the
actually.
T-shirt.
He was like a little kid. Yo, look at this.
Oh,
look
mate,
at
it was like, hey, Aaron, when you go to the show when you're 8 years old and you go to the show and you get home and you pull the stuff out of the show bag?
Yeah.
Mate, it's like a cup, a Yamaha cup, a Yamaha freaking T-shirt, a Yamaha pen, stickers.
Hey, Joey.
Oh, my God. Line 6 bag.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah.
Joey, did you like the beanie and the cap?
Oh, mate, the beanie and the cap, mate.
No, the Line 6 one.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
No, I haven't got a beanie and a cap, you bugger.
There was a beanie and a cap in the pack.
Oh, Will pinched it.
Oh, Will, did you
Will,
take it
you're
There
gonna
out?
was
cop it.
no beanie.
It was a beautiful beanie, man.
Will, you are so going to cop it on Monday. You just
no
wait.
beanie cap.
You
The
are
bag
going
was so small.
cheeky little bugger
There's no
stole
way
the beanie.
no one would fit in.
What a cheeky bugger. See, Aaron? See what you're up
Mate.
against?
I can't
Look.
repeat what you're doing, but I'll put that finger up instead. How's that?
Little buggers.
Will, I
He
can't
stole
believe-
my... Mate, he's going to cop it.
Hey, it was a
You're
real
telling
nice.
me to read between the lines, right?
It was actually a real nice. It was a real nice warm woolen beanie. It had Yamaha Line 6
Pino,
on it.
stop it.
I'm serious.
Oh,
Will, what did you
Mate,
do with it?
you know what? I'm never going to talk to Will again for the rest of my life. That's
Will,
it.
I can't believe you did that, Will. Seriously.
Oh,
You bugger. Hey, that's all right,
anyway.
though, Pino, because I've got a drum talk one.
Yeah,
Ah.
very true.
Hey, Aaron,
Yes, mate.
just bloody pinch something off Will for me, all right?
I'll grab his wallet, but I
Bloody
don't know
hell.
where it is.
Cheeky bugger. All right. Hey, Aaron, I'll talk to you soon. See
All
you
right,
soon.
mate.
See
Thanks,
you guys.
buddy.
Bye.
See you, Joey.
Bye, guys.
See you, Joey.
That's why we call him Joey the Mental.
Joey the mental.
I love him. He's so funny. He's so damn funny to be around.
Oh,
Jeez,
yeah.
Will, I can't believe you took the beanie and the cap.
There
mate.
was no beanie and cap in there. Hold on. Rory just said, "Can I have the beanie? Grab
Yes,
it Monday."
Rory, there's a beanie here waiting for you, mate.
Oh, what a crack up. Anyway, back onto you, Aaron,
Yes.
because Joey came and took the show.
Took him 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. At the age of 16, you played with someone special.
Yes. I
Have I known you that long, mate?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was
No,
you, mate.
someone special. No, someone special.
Oh yeah, I started working with Ross Hannaford.
Yeah.
And they say you can't buy experience, and I tell you that is so true because the first gig I did with him was I just felt like I'd learnt so much on the guitar and off the guitar. Just even to just by going about the business as well.
Yeah.
He was huge. He was huge, and it's a big loss because for me he was Australia's greatest guitar player.
He was.
Really
absolutely.
was.
Yeah.
But, as I said, I learnt a lot.
And his music lives on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
We also got Michael Borg saying, "Nice to see Malta." Where is it?
Yes.
Nice to see Malta represented on Guitar Talk.
Yeah.
And guess who's online, guys?
Who?
Our favourite bass player, Mr. Dylan Ross.
Dylan.
Yeah. We were just talking about you before, mate.
Dylan. Hey, we
Yeah,
should do another night. We'll get Dylan in on bass
Yeah.
and we'll play some of the hits.
What were the hits, Bill?
I'm not going to name.
Go for it. Say it. Just say it. He's there.
Oh, see.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
Yeah.
You know, this week is actually a theme. It's like the Elvis theme.
We had
isn't it?
Elvis Monday night.
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one we had.
No.
No.
Oh.
No. We had another Elvis, a real Elvis.
He's actually doing,
Like this guy knows his stuff,
he's actually doing,
Oh,
he's
God.
actually doing a show on Saturday at Melrose. This Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's,
I was there on Saturday. No,
Retro-
reception.
you were too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Were you playing with Rosie?
Yes.
Ah,
the wonderful and Christian Nativo.
Yes, I saw that.
Christian Nativo
and
on
there
the
was,
drums.
there was about 1,800 people there.
Close.
Yeah.
It was some
Oscar.
Oscar. That's it. Yeah.
It's all right. I'm one step ahead of you, buddy. It's okay.
So
Where was I Sunday?
Recuperating.
Yeah. No, I wasn't.
so back on the topic of Elvis,
Yes.
right? That's where we kind of met,
Yes, it was.
right? Now, I mean, the first year that we
What year was it?
Oh, I can't
I
remember
asked
the
you
year.
before. I can't remember.
Pino, can you remember the year?
Mate, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to forget the whole thing, mate. You want me to remember?
Anyway, no. Look,
It's a
look,
couple-
it was a fun.
It was
I have
a
to
year
admit,
that's
look, it was a good
blanked in my
show.
memory.
It was a good show.
I was not.
He's
Bloody
forgot.
Aaron just turned around, saw that pink guitar, and he got chills. He freaked out again.
This was the guitar.
This was the guitar.
I just put a hole through the roof. This was the guitar that had the licks.
the licks,
The licks. The old pink paisley.
the old yeah. Yeah.
You haven't touched it since.
No, I haven't actually. I put a new fresh set of strings on it before I brought it in the studio, and it's been sitting here ever since. So anyway, we that's where we met, and with that particular gig, I got you to play rhythm guitar. Now I got your number through Uncle Joey Amenta.
Joey the Mental.
Joey the Mental.
Yeah, he's still there.
Right? Is Joey still there? Yeah.
Yeah,
Go on,
Joey's
Joey.
there.
Write a comment.
Thank you,
Go on.
Joey, for allowing me to meet these.
Yeah, because I rang
Humans.
Joey and I said, Joey, I need a guitarist. Are you? And he said, nah. He went, nah. And I went, okay. And he goes, I know someone. Here's his number. And he gave me your number.
Yeah.
Anyway, I called you, and then you come around my joint at the time and blah, blah, blah. And then we did the first rehearsal. Now, it was, I know that there's a saying about turning the volume down on a guitarist when you put a chart in front of them. But
Hey,
Pino,
We got a
Pino,
proof. Hang
can
on.
you
Oh,
can you show
no.
that picture?
Yeah, I will. Just before that,
Yes.
Aaron, your mum said your auntie Connie says hello. Aaron, mum says hello.
Oh yes, they're all together, which is good.
Are they all together?
Yeah.
And good day to Mr. De Cesare also. He says,
Good.
"Hey boys." All right, let me put that photo up.
Okay, we've got a I don't know if you've seen this photo yet, but we've got this photo of you with a chart in front of you. Now, people that know Aaron as a guitarist on stage at places like Musicland and so on, this is what happens when you put a chart in front of Aaron. Now, we want people to write a comment on the
caption.
look.
Put a caption.
Put a caption on this photo. So as quick as you can.
Yep.
A caption of what Aaron is thinking when he's holding his guitar.
Keep it clean though.
Holding a chart with those charts in front of him. And as you can see, that chart was pretty thick. That book was pretty thick because there were quite a few numbers. And that was for the Elvis show that we did.
I've never seen Aaron so terrified in my life.
I'm even sitting down. I think I've just had enough.
You were in shock.
That was, and you had the timpani behind you as well.
But shall we show the picture how he got when he got promoted?
When he got promoted?
Yes.
Oh, no.
All right. Okay, yeah. Where's E flat again? That's a good one.
I'm still trying to work it out.
Well done, Ben.
Now
Ben's the Terry.
Now this is Aaron when he got promoted to the gig and he got the job, yeah?
Yep. So
I found E flat by that
but
point.
you found the E flat by that point. So now Glenda's written, I'm going to kill you.
Sorry, you know what's funny?
What?
How confident does he look there compared to there?
Yeah, I even grew a moustache.
Now that moustache.
Oh, yeah.
I turned around on stage, and this gig was at Dallas Brooks Hall, and we performed for all three people. And anyway,
including the band.
there were 30 of us on stage.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Anyway, so we I remember turning around and seeing that moustache sticking up like this.
I don't know, what year was that? What year was that, you reckon?
That would have been at least. That would have been
2014.
4 years ago. 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago.
See, I couldn't even grow my own moustache back then. So that's why I had that thing stuck on.
Yeah.
And even my nan was in the crowd and she goes, "Oh, it was good, but your moustache was sticking up."
Oh, that was funny.
You know, Aaron, you know what's funny? When we were doing the show live, when we were playing, it's true. When I was playing, and then I turned around and looked at Aaron, and his moustache was pointed to the crowd. Mate, I almost lost it playing. I couldn't play.
I reckon I spent more time going like this than like this.
Yeah, but even when you were doing that, there was one point and I turned around and I said, "Are you playing?" And you go, "No."
Actually, I don't think his amp was on.
You had your volume turned down on the guitar, and you were supposed to be the second guitarist. And I go, "You playing?" Nope. It's like, can you hear me? No. Oh man, that was fun. That's
a blast from the past. Thanks, boys.
That was absolute fun, and that was where we first met.
Yeah, that was the second lot of gigs, though, was it? I think.
No, that was the first lot.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first lot.
The second lot, we weren't laughing too much.
No, the second lot was we were all on stage waiting for someone to rock up who was actually putting the show together, and I'm on the phone going, "Where are you?" No. No. Anyway, look, we'll move on. Move on. So, at the age of 18, you did some rural country shows with Dave Evans.
Yes.
How was that?
Good. Dave was he sang before Bon Scott in AC/DC, and then he went on to Rabbit. I don't know if you remember a band called Rabbit.
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah. For me, that was a buzz because I was such a big AC/DC fan. You know, my first guitar was an SG, the Angus Young model SG, which I've still got. And that was a buzz because we were playing the hits, like "Can I Sit Next to You, Girl," and Whole Lot of Rosie and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, you have goods and bads about your job. Some jobs.
Yeah.
There's more bad than good with him.
Okay. Well, we'll move on.
Yeah.
So now I believe you met Sophia Loren.
Briefly.
Now,
very
is
briefly.
it true you tried to take her backstage?
Is Connie still listening?
Connie's still on.
Is she? Okay,
Yes.
because she put the whole thing together.
No.
With
Anyway,
John.
now I know that you put that you were playing in the band because I remember seeing photos of you with
Yeah.
the band and you were playing with Frankie.
Yeah, she'd come over from Italy.
Yes.
I think she was working with Johnson Peters. I think I can't remember, but yeah, we did 1 or 2 songs with her off her album. At the
So did Sophia Loren sing?
It was at the
No,
Palladium.
she was the guest of honor.
She was the guest of honor.
Connie brought her out, and
Connie says,
better watch
"Better
what
Then
you
what's what
say.
you say?
Yeah, she
Hello,
brought her out
Connie.
from, I think, Italy, obviously.
Yeah.
And
No, she came from New Zealand. She came from
I
Tasmania.
don't think she'd
Actually,
go to Tasmania.
she came from the houseboat.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good fun. I mean, it was like, it was different. It was different.
Yeah.
It was really, it was
Because
something different.
when I know that when John puts on a show, it's like clockwork.
Yeah.
It's like you're on it, and that's like if I was to say actually, John St. Peter's show is down to a T, perfect.
He knows
because
he knows exactly what
he knows
wants.
exactly. He foresees everything before it's done.
Yeah.
There is no room for error.
No.
So yeah, so that would have been a show that you go, okay, cool, this is it.
Yeah. John works really hard. Because I think
Absolutely.
Yeah, I should know that.
you know John, don't you, Pino?
I was his drummer for 6 years.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, while we're on
Now-
Sophia, sorry to
Okay.
interrupt, mate. While
All
we're
right.
on Sophia Loren, I'm going to put a picture up. I'm actually going to put a picture up on the screen. And if people could guess where this is, I'm going to give them a prize.
What's the price, Pino?
A beanie.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what he's putting up, so Pino's just taken absolute.
How can you even see it? Can you see it? Who is that?
Who is that? I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is? I can't pick it.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Pino?
It's actually Sophia Loren.
Is it?
Is that Sophia Loren?
Mm-hmm. It's a painting.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So it's not Sophia Loren, it's a painting.
It's a painting.
yeah. And what was the question?
Yeah.
If they can guess where that is from, I'll give them a prize.
From your phone?
Exactly. I was too. Yeah.
All right, that went out the window.
Sorry, Pino.
All right, sorry guys. I'm gonna mute
Do
myself.
you get a prize? Do you want the
Get a
prize? What's
beanie. Where's the beanie,
Where's the
Pino?
beanie?
It's actually a Line 6 beanie that you got, Will.
Oh.
There were no line 6 beanies in it. There were no line 6 beanies or caps.
All right, sorry guys. I'm gonna mute myself. Sorry, keep going. With the
Have
show.
a break.
Yes. Now, speaking of John St. back onto the topic because someone interrupted. It's always the drummer who interrupts, right?
Yep.
Anyway, so working with John St. Peter's, you also played guitar for Countdown Stars.
Yeah.
So who did you play with?
John put a concept together, and as you said, John works really hard, and he knows exactly what he wants. And what was that noise?
That's Pino's phone.
Okay, you chuck it on silent, mate.
Yeah.
So John put together this Legends of the Southern Land
Yep.
concept,
I remember that.
and it was John St. Peter's,
Yep.
Swanee, Marty Roan, Ray Burgess, and Jimmy Couples.
Yes.
So they were theatre shows, and that was good fun because we were playing their hits, and we were paying tribute to each of them chose somebody that they'd lost. You
Yep.
know, Doc Neeson or Billy Thorpe, and they all did a tribute to each of those artists. But yeah, that was good fun. That was good fun. We had, 4
So were you
great
playing?
singers.
How many guitarists were there? Just you?
It
or
was
there
myself and Michael Yule.
Yep.
Michael Yule was on the other guitar. bass player Russell Murchie and Robert Sard on drums.
Yep.
And
Keys.
um,
It's funny. Every guitarist seems to forget who the keyboard player is.
I can't remember.
That's because they sit behind the keyboards.
I don't think we had a keyboard player.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But what the concept John did was great because he'd run the video of them on Countdown, and then it was them singing it on stage.
Oh, okay.
So we're running to a click
to the actual
film,
footage.
and you could see, I watched it in soundcheck while they were doing it.
Yeah.
And it was like, a great concept, something to see, and their voices sounded exactly like the record or the Countdown episode, and if not better.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a good time doing that.
Yeah.
It was good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've also worked with some other big performers, Australian artists in particular.
Mm-hmm.
So you've worked with Wendy Stapleton
Yep.
and Paul Norton.
Yep.
Neil Johns from Black Feather. Ken Murdoch.
Kenny.
Oh, crikey. His name comes up again.
Joey the Mental.
Joey the Mental.
I love Joey. I love him.
Anyway, Mick Peeling
Mhm.
and Swanee, Kevin Borridge,
Yes.
and Mike Rudd, as well as Jeff Atchison.
Mm.
So you played with some big time players.
Yeah, I mean,
Any highlights?
I don't want to pinpoint, but
You can always drop one. Oh, I remember.
no, look, for me, Ross Hannaford was the one, because the first gig I did with him, I was playing reggae, and I'd never heard reggae, never listened to reggae, never played it. So when I started playing reggae, it was like I didn't realize there was, as a 17, 16-year-old, I didn't realize there was that avenue of music. Wendy and Paul, they're great. They're like the musical mum and dad for me. I can always ring and get advice. I'm pretty lucky in that aspect. Because you know what it's like. It's not an easy business.
No,
it's not an easy business to keep it going, sort of thing. But they're always there, which is great. And I hold them in high regards.
Yeah.
The respect thing goes a long way.
Yeah. Now, can you tell us about your first gig that you did? Man in a white suit.
Yes. There was all right. Yeah, all right.
The fella.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
a fella standing there in the white suit.
Yeah. It was at the Old Colonial in Brunswick.
Yeah. It was your first gig.
Yeah. 15 years old.
Yep.
And there's two parts to this. There was a gentleman well and truly sloshed. Can you say sloshed? That's not a
Yeah,
swear
you can
word.
say sloshed. Yeah.
Sorry, they told me not to swear. And he was standing up because there used to be a big pole in the middle of the room. The band would play, and the pole in the middle, and the bar, I think, on the back of the side. And I'm playing away. Mind you, I was 15, so I probably hadn't seen some things till this
especially that, and that's why they say you have to be over 18 to get in these venues.
Believe it or not, I only got kicked out of one gig because I was underage. That was at the Whittlesea pub.
Oh, you're joking?
Yeah.
They kicked you out?
What? Just one.
But
Because my
if you've
dad
got-
would always take me to gigs, and
You didn't have your dad there.
no, he came, and they still kicked me out.
Oh,
I did
wow.
one song and went home. Anyway, back to the
you're
bloke
going.
at the
the
pub.
guy in the white suit.
Yeah.
So he was shining
Yeah.
in white armor.
Yeah. He sort
He
of
stood out.
we're playing away, and he just wet himself. Just not flatulence. What's the other one?
PP.
he wet himself.
Wet himself.
And I'm playing. I'm going, what the?
What the hell? What
am
the
I
hell's
doing
going
here?
on here?
And then he dropped the jug of beer on my guitar in the break, and there's a dint on my guitar, so I know that's my first gig.
Wow.
yeah,
Now
I mean-
that's
And
what
I'm
you
still
call,
doing it.
That's what you call road wearing the guitar, and it still smells of beer.
No, it doesn't. But it's got, I don't know, the lacquer on it's gone yellow, just above the
You
picture.
sure he didn't do something on it?
I don't know. Probably. Pino's pointing at something. What is it?
Hey-
Thanks, Aaron. I've been standing here like for an hour
Hi,
to
Aaron.
get Will's
Sorry, mate.
attention.
Question: If you could play with anyone in the world, past or present, who would it be? That's a good question, Claude.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'd love to play rhythm guitar for Chuck Berry.
Chuck
I
Berry?
really would, yeah.
Yeah. Would
Or-
you? Do you think you'd be one of the musicians that gets sacked?
Oh, without a doubt,
Yeah.
for sure. Wayne Duncan was telling me, and Phil Manning tells me the same story, that Chuck used to untune his guitar every time someone went into the room and tuned it up for him, because he'd always play out of tune. And yeah, he probably did one gig with Wayne and Gary Young that was Daddy Cool's Rhythm Section.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it was just the one gig and sacked them.
Sorry, Aaron.
Wow.
I'm
So
laughing.
but the answer to that question would either be Chuck Berry, or I'd like to try and jump in Malcolm Young's shoes.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that. I'm more of I think I'm a rhythm guitar player than a lead player, because I can't play lead.
You know, people say that. You have people who say, "Oh, I'm just a rhythm guitarist."
Should we show that photo that he can't play lead?
Not when there's a chart in front of me.
Hey, quickly, Marcel Giorgiamuni, how are you, buddy?
Hi, Marcel.
He's saying, who's playing bass with you next Thursday at Musicland?
Marcel Yamuni.
Marcel.
I got Marcel Yamuni on the bass.
And we've got another one, Christian Nativo. How are you, buddy? Aaron, who's your favourite drummer in the northern suburbs? Now, really think about that, Aaron, because I'm in the northern suburbs too, mate. And I got the mute button.
He's going to headbutt the floor when I say this. My favourite drummer is
Saved by the phone.
Saved by the Bell.
Joey Mental again.
Oh, is it? Guess you got better things to do.
Pino.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, Pino, just tell them that Chuck Berry, they're talking about Chuck Berry. Keith Richards said, they're talking about rhythm guitar.
They can hear you, Joe. They can hear you.
Oh, guys,
The rest of the world can hear you.
Keith Richards said, if you can't play rhythm, doesn't matter how fast you can play all that rubbish, that don't mean jack shit. And Pino, I forgot to say to Aaron, have fun filling in for me on Sunday, Azza.
Sunday. Yes.
Yes. Don't forget you're filling in for me on Sunday at the Paco.
With
at
Georgie.
The Paco.
Paco, yeah.
Hey, we go wacko at the Paco. Woo! All right, see you, boys. Now I'm gonna really go.
Joey,
Now,
you've already been on the show, mate.
I know. I'm overstaying my welcome. I know.
Sorry, buddy.
Will's gonna tell me off tomorrow.
Yeah.
You watch. Yeah, stop bringing up so much.
And you swore before I did.
All I said was mother.
No.
That's all I said. Bloody shit! I tell you, Ezra. All he do is play the bloody guitar. See ya. See ya. I'm going. Bye.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
see you, Joe.
He's a laugh.
He's mental. He's a crack up.
Oh,
Oh dear. You know what? I reckon we should have a jam.
yeah.
What do you reckon?
I reckon while you guys are getting ready, I'm gonna play an ad.
You play an ad? Yeah, go on.
Actually, we'll play this ad. I think it's actually one of our favourite ads. Isn't it, Will?
I love this ad. This is a funny ad, a great ad.
All right, here it is.
Oh! Escape Music is having a sale. Not some freaking 50% off a plectrum kind of sale. We're talking a big mid-year sale on select instruments, guitars, there's amps, bada-boom, there's drums, bada-bing, there's keyboards, PA and boutique effects pedals. Hundreds of items up to 60% off recommended retail price. There's Gibson, Yamaha, Fender, Roland, Epiphone, Martin, Taylor, Wagner, Magnatone, and more. Hey, how much of this merchandise do you think we got? Most items are one only, so be quicker than a New York rat up a drain pipe. Hey, click on the banner.
So we're gonna play a tune that Aaron's. What are we gonna play?
We need a drummer.
Yeah,
Christian, where are you, mate?
Christian.
Christian, can you make it down in about 10 minutes?
We're only in.
Actually, you avoided that question with that phone call that came in.
Oh,
Who's
yes.
your favourite drummer? And Christian's going, who's your favourite drummer in Thomastown now?
I'll be brutally honest. I don't have a favourite drummer because I don't like any of them.
Oh, well said.
Very good.
That's
Very
what
good.
I call
Yeah.
neutral ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, look, Christian, you're a good drummer, pal. You're a very good drummer.
He's a great drummer.
You too, Pino.
No, but you can say Christian's your favorite. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Christian's your favourite.
Yeah.
Christian, you happy with that now? So, all right. So we're gonna do a song. You can start it off. And Pino,
All right.
can we have you embellish us on drums?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
When you're ready, mate.
When you're ready.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I have to push buttons and get things.
No, you're right.
organized.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're ready. Don't worry.
All right, here I
We're
come.
just hey, that's a standard thing about drummers, isn't it?
Always late.
Always late. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
When do you know when a drummer's knocking at the front door?
It's out of time.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're right over there, Pino.
Pino?
Am I singing again? Oh,
Oh, he's here.
By Joe, we gotta go. Me or my you. We got to go. Paul the pirogue down the bayou. My Yvonne, the sweetest one. Me or my you. Yes, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. White jambalaya and a crawfish pie, the filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Jeremio. Pick guitars and a few fruit chop and big ale. Yes, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Bobby docks, the fountain knocks, the place is buzzing. The kin folks come to see Yvonne by the dozen. Dressed in style and a go hog wild in big ale. Yes, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. White jambalaya and a crawfish pie, filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Jeremio. Pick guitar and a few fruit chops and big ale. Yes, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Yes, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Yes, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. You can only hear the vocals. You can only hear my vocals and the
I
drums.
don't hear the vocals, Pino. Did you have the guitars on? Oh, I can't take you anywhere. Yeah, I bet you had us on mute, right? No?
No, I had you.
Drummer doing a mix.
Oh, man. Now you know why I don't want to play and I have to sit here.
You're right, Christian is a better drummer. He would have pressed that button and played.
So was it on mute, was it?
Can only hear drums and vocals. Thank Christ for that.
Oh,
man.
That was fun.
Should we do it again?
Oh,
No.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
All right. We're going to play another number later anyway.
Yeah, we will.
Sorry, guys. I can't. Anyway.
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah, absolutely. So now back onto your playing.
Great. Didn't you hear that?
Let's talk about Brian Mannix.
Oh, okay.
Gee, we're name dropping a lot of big
terrible,
artists
isn't it?
tonight, aren't we?
Could hear everything all good.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I think Rory's had a
I
few
think
too
Rory's
many.
just having a go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only played with Brian the once, and it was they were doing Rock Down with Brian Mannix and Paul Norton.
Yep.
And what was that hit they had? 50 Years, Uncanny X-Men.
Yep.
We played that, and Brian had a bit to drink, and he decided he wanted to play acoustic guitar for his own song, which is fine, but no, he didn't actually know what the chords were.
Well, that's okay. It was his song.
Yeah, and and Paul's looking over his shoulder at me, going, "Do you know what you're doing?" I'm going, "If I don't know what I'm doing, he doesn't know what he's doing." It's absolutely get out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah. That went
So
nowhere.
that's what happened.
That went nowhere, did it?
How about Russell Morris?
Yes, actually, I've got Russell and Colin Hewitt coming in to do a track for my album.
Oh, so you're doing an album and you haven't told me about your album. You
Yeah,
leave
well,
the album bit right down to the end.
Oh, okay.
Will, can you just refresh his memory and do the album thing?
Yeah. Can you tell us about the album?
No.
No.
Will,
Have a
Will.
listen to what he's saying.
No, Will, refresh his memory and do the album thing.
Album. This is a song I had. It was from the album. Album.
Yeah. I knew exactly where you're going, Pino.
Thank you.
knew it.
Aaron.
I had to get my head around that one. I was
Yeah, it went
caught
over
off
your
guard. That went straight past me. Go on.
I'm sidetracked now. What was
Your
question?
album. Your album.
Yes. Yeah. Do we talk about it now? Do we? Do we talk about the
We
album?
can,
Oh.
because hey, this show's totally organic. We just float.
No, I've noticed.
And that's without drugs.
No, look,
Oh.
I've for the last 3 years, I've been putting together an album.
3 years.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because it's people think when you do an album that you can. Well, for me, I don't want to go in there every single day because it'll absolutely drive me mad to do that. So I've just spread it over 3 years, and I'll probably finish it when I'm 48 and releasing it when I'm 50.
And what type of album is it?
It's all originals. So what the concept I've had, I've done is that I've given each of the song that I've written to different artists that I've worked with. So Kevin Borich did one for me, Mike Rudd, Normie Rowe, and Russell, as I said before, Russell and Colleen are coming in to do one next week.
Yep.
So, I mean, you know.
And are you recording it at home?
No, up in Burwood with Lee Bradshaw, up in the Burwood Music Studios, and yeah.
So how many tracks have you got down so far?
8.
Oh, you say you're nearly finished.
Nearly done, yeah.
How many tracks are you going to put on it?
10.
So you got 2 more tracks, and it's
more
going
and
to
I'm
take you another 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long process. I never wanted to rush this
Okay.
because being the first sort of album, and these are the first batch of songs that I've actually sat down and tried to to write.
Yep.
And the guys that have come in to sing it have helped me tweak things, which is great because with all that experience, it doesn't hurt to hear what they have to say.
Because Joey the Mental, when he comes on the show, he makes stuff on the spot. Hey, Pino, is that a message?
That's karma.
Is that a message?
Joey the Mental.
Is that a message?
The message is that we absolutely broke and the gaffer tape is run out.
Hey, I'm Maltese. I ain't paying for that.
We are a community-based radio station, and it's everything so far is us putting into this show. So,
Do you want to fix it?
Not really.
No. Everybody saw it beforehand anyway. So
Okay,
boom, there it
good.
goes on our screen.
Actually,
Actually, it looks better because you can see your red shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Aaron, just quickly.
Yes, mate.
Can you come down on Monday night?
Monday.
Oh, only reason because I'm saying is you're attracting more drummers on these radio stations.
I know.
Than
What?
my drum show. We got Anthony Paggiatori, we got Carla Parisi, we got Christian Nativo. You know, who else we got there? We got Rory. Mate, you're getting all the drummers on this show tonight. Well done. They all love you, mate.
no, Pino, do you want to know why the
Do you want me
drummers
to
are
do a
listening to
drum
the show?
thing?
Because guitarists rule.
Yeah.
They don't watch the drum show. They
Pino's just
come
gone
and
all
watch the
quiet.
guitar show.
They want to see real action.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
on the guitar show, you know, I'm you know,
Yeah, I know. I walked into that one.
we
I was
look
like-
on the guitar. It's only on the guitar show we have signs that fall off.
Yep.
I reckon that was Pino sabotaging the show.
No,
You know,
that's
he
cool.
put the
Yeah,
gaffer
'cause-
on just enough and said,
Yeah.
"I'm going to make sure it falls halfway through the
Yeah.
show." Yeah,
But I'll super glue it on Mondays.
yeah.
Actually, we should put a string around and put it around your neck.
Oh,
This has been fun,
Yes.
hasn't it? Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that's
actually, speaking of, there was on your run sheet here that you have for me. You tell me that you played with Normie Rowe and the Playboys, and you were
Yeah.
playing bass,
Yes, I was.
and that was in 2017. Just in
Yeah,
case you couldn't
yeah,
remember the
Yeah.
year.
No, I was just thinking of how it came about. It was probably, I think it was Rosie's fault. Rosie Conforto, who's one of my favourite female singers. Listening, Pino?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still. Yeah, I am producing the show and I'm
Okay.
doing things while you guys talk. Yeah.
See, he's a drummer. He can't do anything
Oh,
more than
there
just
we
press
go.
one button.
And Rosie, she's fantastic.
She's very good.
She's great.
Yeah, because Rosie does the Go Show every year at the Palais.
Yep.
And she said, "Oh, I can't remember if his bass players departed or interstate, but yeah, she put me forward for that. That was good fun because Normie's drummer, the original drummer from the Playboys, Trotter, is I don't know 73, 74 years old,
Oh, and still carving it.
still carving it up.
So
there's
he's your favourite drummer.
well, yeah, I think so.
Oh, boom.
I think so. Did you get that?
Sorry, Christian. Sorry, Pino. You guys have been dropped.
That's okay.
Yep.
It's a worthy cause.
Yeah. Go on. Can you keep talking?
Yeah. It was like I felt like I was playing with Ringo Starr. It was just that old school sort
That
of
old school
feel.
rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and I enjoyed playing Normie's songs too. They were such damn good songs.
You know, that's true. I remember when I was younger, I used to play with Lance Vidala,
Yep.
right, who used to work at Drum Tech. Now, when we were kids, when we were 14, we put our band together. And we used to rehearse at Lance's place. Now, Lance's dad is one of those
Old
drummers.
school,
Now, when he played, there was just some certain snap about his playing.
Yeah.
And like he played trad grip. See, Pino, I know about trad grip,
Oh, no.
right? He would play everything was trad grip, and when he did his fill, everything was all, it just there was just something about his snap, So
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
He was the same.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah. So that was a highlight for you.
Yeah, that was good fun because everybody, there was like Doug Parkinson, Colleen Hewitt was on it. Who else? Is Rosie there? Who else was on the
Yeah,
bill?
Rosie's there.
Rosie.
Give us
You
a
see?
call, Rosie.
Rosie, call us.
call in.
Rosie, call.
Call in.
0412 376 848. It's 0412 376 848, and Pino's going to write it up
I'm ready
on
to
the
bring
screen.
that up.
Oh, you're good, Pino. It's just that the screen that we get is delayed
Yeah, I know.
because you always want to have us behind the 8 ball.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyway.
How are you guys still in business with each other?
Oh, no, we love each other. We do. We do.
I take my hat off to you guys for doing this. This is every night, is it, Pino?
3 nights a week.
Three
Three
nights
nights
a
a week
week.
for him.
Al, you?
It's been 2 nights this week for me.
Oh, you poor thing.
On Monday night with Elvis, but different Elvis
Yeah,
to the
okay.
Elvis
That
we're
is good.
talking about. Yeah.
That's good.
And then tonight with you, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Rosie's not going to call.
No, she won't call.
No, she's not going to call. So anyway,
Can we call her?
Pino, have you done it before?
I don't have her number.
Oh, no, it's all right. Anyway, after that, you did a gig with the Choir Boys.
Yeah.
Hey, she is on.
Izzy Die. Yeah,
Izzy
he was
Die.
one of
Izzy
them.
Die, yeah,
Doug Parkinson.
yeah.
Call in, Rosie.
Call in, Rosie.
Call in. We
Come
wanna hear you
on, we
singing.
want to hear your voice. Call in, Colleen.
Yeah.
Lol. So was Lol one of the most popular artists to perform? Lol. Yeah.
And of course, Rosie was singing too.
And Rosie is up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happened here?
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Perfect.
sorry, I just put that photo up. Rory just put a photo up.
Rory posted a photo.
This is what we look like in the studio.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks,
That's,
Rory.
that's awesome. Thanks, Rory.
Hey, Rory,
As
remind
you
me-
were.
You're just taking my whole train of thought
Yeah, I
away
know,
from
I
me.
know
I'm
what I was
just
saying,
now.
mate.
Look. I'm pretty bad beforehand, and now I'm even worse.
Oh, Rory, just remind me to show you all the monitors we got in the studio on Monday night, mate.
You'll see all the Rory when you come in. You'll spin out with the amount of gear that Pino's got in
Oh,
here.
and
that
Johnny Young was the other one.
Johnny Young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Young.
Did he do the song? Close your eyes.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did.
Really?
Um,
That's his signature.
yeah. It's pretty good to see that the guys of that era are still going, still gigging.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says, but these guys paved the way for
They did.
anybody who came after
They
them.
did. They did.
Simple as that. If you don't like that, you
And
don't
like-
nothing.
Like I've had a couple of guys on the show. Like I had Jeremy Allsop on.
Yeah.
Marcel.
Another one.
I mean, Marcel's one of the younger guys compared to Jeremy, and I had Rob Little on.
Yep.
But Rob Little, Jeremy Allsop, those guys, they're the guys that set up things for
Yeah.
everyone else today.
Yep.
You know,
I completely
So-
vouch for that.
and even places like when you look at venues like, I mean, back in the day there was a grain store, but now, I mean, I would put Musicland into that sort of
Yeah.
that stream of things. You know.
If what does that say there from that banana?
He's saying, what pickups do you use on your 54 Gretsch?
Well, I'm going to pinpoint this because A, you spelled Gretsch wrong.
It's got a T in
B,
there.
I don't have a 54 Gretsch. And C,
You don't know what pickups are there.
You don't know what pickups are in it.
correct. And D, why are you asking?
He's just trying to start a conversation with you, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
You know what it is? He's probably got a guitarist in the background.
Yeah, I bet you they're all at GM.
Could be.
They're all hanging out at GM.
So-
I found new friends, kids.
Oh, Sam Milan's on as well. Hi, Sam.
Hey, that's,
How you doing?
you know, you said
Yeah.
Musicland before.
Yeah,
That
because you do a
Mick-
lot of gigs at Musicland.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm there.
Have you got a sleeping
once-
bag there?
Mate, when I was 16, 17, I was there every Sunday trying to take in as much as I could. Jamming, you know, Pino, I remember jamming with you
Yep.
when I was
Yep.
out there. And it's nice that a venue on that side of town is doing what they do.
Yep.
And, you know, they put the hard yards in too for, you know, for the benefit of the music industry as well and the musicians.
Yep.
They actually have. They've given a lot of experience to the younger musicians
Yeah.
to get up and play and jam. And I've actually seen you evolved, Aaron, definitely, and a few of the other, you know, James.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the younger generation evolve at a Musicland, and seeing these guys grow up and playing the way they play is fantastic. You know,
It's the MBAS too in Flemington, the Blues Club.
Yep.
You heard of them?
Yep.
They do like a youth in blues thing. You know, and it's just, it makes you feel good to know that places like the MBAS and Musicland are trying to help the young generation, I suppose,
Yep.
or the next generation. You know,
They are. They really are.
they're run by good people.
Speaking of blues, in the next coming weeks, I've actually got a blues player who's got cerebral palsy, and he's going to be on the show.
Who's that?
Kev. I can't remember his surname now. Gone blank on his surname. But he's amazing. Like I've got his album, and it is absolutely mind blowing. Yeah,
from Melbourne.
He's a Melbourne boy. Yeah,
right.
So that'll be something to tune in on.
Yeah, cool.
All right, guys, I'm going to go on a commercial.
Go, Pino.
Need to set something up.
Welcome to Musicland. For great live music, Musicland Faulkner Music Complex is a live music venue and music shop. It is the premier live music venue north of Melbourne for live entertainment and private functions, as well as our full production facility. No matter what genre of music you want to hear, we have it. Musicland is also your one-stop shop for all your live music, studio and repair needs. Don't forget our famous weekly Sunday night jams, which is hosted every last Sunday of the month, live on Facebook by the Muso channel. Don't forget to check out our website, www.musiclandonline.com.au, our Facebook site, or you can contact us on 9359 0006.
So we just had a brief meeting between the three of us, and we've sort of agreed that we'll do another tune.
Oh,
yeah?
okay,
Yeah? Okay. So what do you want to call this tune? You haven't even thought of it, have you?
No.
Okay.
I know a name for this song.
Yeah, what?
Let's call it the 54 Gretsch. You like that, don't you?
Okay. We're gonna do another tune. So we're gonna wait for Pino to get on drums again.
And I apologise in advance about sound because I can't control it while I'm on the drum kit. So,
So
fingers crossed.
Hopefully
guys.
the sound will be good for you. So all right. You ready?
I think it's in C.
C? Okay, you
Sam
start
Milan. Aaron, mention how good I'm not.
Sam.
Sam, he's funny, isn't he?
He's a crack up. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's just do it like a 12-bar thing.
All right, a
In
12 bar
C?
in C. Okay. Okay.
You right over there?
Pino, you ready?
Count us in, mate.
Okay, you count it.
Don't do any drum fills. Just count us in. That's why.
You started off.
All right.
Go on. Now it's totally live. It's totally. We don't know what's happening. So go.
There's a drummer. Is he right?
Yeah, drummer.
It's just a blues, mate. Blues. It's just a blues. Oh, I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Oh, I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. We got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna stand on the corner, 12th Street and Vine. I'll be standing on the corner, 12th Street and Vine, with my Kansas City baby and a bottle of Kansas wine. Well, I might take a plane, I might take a train. If I had to walk, I'm going just the same. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. We got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one.
Oh,
that note?
gee.
It's jazz.
Yeah. I call it atonal. I throw that in when I just want to see your face go, what?
Yeah, I nearly headbutted the wall.
Hey? I just played it the fifth on the end.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. I just wanted to see
You
your
see
face.
my reaction too. I nearly fell off the chair.
Yeah, yeah. So, hi, Carmel. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Carmel loves it. Carmel Revicini.
Hello, Carmel.
Yeah. She actually comes down to check the band out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. So she's a big fan of yours.
There's a
Can
lot
I
of
get-
Maltese people on here too. Faruja.
Faruja.
Hello, Faruja.
Are you gonna can you speak in Maltese?
No, but I was in Malta last year and I could actually understand very little.
Hey, Aaron.
Yes, mate.
Aaron.
Yes.
How do you say intersection in Maltese?
Intersection.
Good boy. Good boy.
No, yeah. My Maltese is not great. My grandfather used to teach me the swear words.
Yeah, go on.
But as soon as I said that over there, it was like a bomb dropped. They don't like swearing over there.
They don't swear.
No.
No?
Well, Rory's got a question for you,
Yes.
Aaron. Does Aaron have a crazy woman?
Not that I know
I
of.
think Rory's asking us if you're single, mate.
Oh, not for you, pal.
Actually, Will,
Yeah.
I've always said this about Aaron since the day I met him,
Yeah.
right? Doesn't he look like a junior? He knows what I'm talking about. A younger version of Steve Lukather.
Yes. You do.
Especially when Aaron doesn't do his hair.
Can I play like him?
Yes.
No, you're supposed to say no. I get that a lot. I got that in when I was in Bali, and I got Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day.
Yeah.
Did you sign autographs?
Can't spell my name.
I can't believe you just said that publicly, mate.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
0412376848. Give us the boys a call. Give them a hard time. There's prizes to be given.
Actually, we do have a prize.
Yeah, I'm glad I reminded you.
Yeah, we've got 2 free tickets.
Yes. Yeah, we're all on the same page.
Crikey.
Yes. Will's got 2 free tickets to.
I have. You have. You've got 2 free tickets
That's right.
to give away to the next gig you're doing next week.
Yes. Next Thursday, I'm playing down at Musicland with the great man Phil Manning,
Yes.
who was from Chain, and he's actually one of my favourite blues guitar players. And I've got, as Marcel mentioned before, Marcel Umuni on the bass.
It's
Whoever
going
he
to
is,
cook
is he
with
still there?
Marcel on bass.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And,
Marcel. I was playing bass.
Who's on drums?
And Carlo Parisi.
Oh,
Carlo.
Carlos.
Yeah.
So what do we do now? Do we just say
Oh, the first one to call
first
in.
one that calls gets
One of
free
First
them
one to
tickets.
call in gets 2 free tickets.
Yeah.
So 0412 376 848, and that's at Musicland this coming Thursday, not tomorrow, next week. Yeah?
Yep.
So tomorrow week at Musicland. So call in now. We'll give you, I don't know, whatever time, whoever calls in. 0412 376 848. Hey, Pino, you know how you put the phone number up there? It helps heaps. Because I can't remember that phone number for some reason.
The fact that it's stuck on the screen.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
and the website too.
Yeah.
You need the
Actually,
website?
while we're on Musicland, guys, we also we're broadcasting this Friday at my son.
Whoa!
We've got a caller.
Hi, thanks for calling guitar. Thanks for calling Guitar Talk. You're with Will, Aaron, and Pino. And who am I talking to?
It's Paul.
Paul. How you doing, Paul?
Not too bad. How's things with you tonight?
Pretty good, pretty good. Do you play an instrument?
No, I'm tone deaf and very how we sound coordinated.
So
Welcome
you
to
like
the
it?
club.
So you like all the drummers?
Yeah, you must be a drummer.
Yeah.
That's
Who is it?
right.
What's his name?
Paul.
Paul.
Where are you calling from, Paul? What suburb?
Meadow Heights.
Meadow Heights. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and are you into Phil Manning?
Actually, I'm a friend of Aaron's.
Oh, you're a friend of Aaron's.
Which Paul is this?
Paul.
Paul Lowe.
Oh, Paul's a very big supporter of live music.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great.
Which we appreciate, Paul.
Thank you,
know we
Paul.
do.
Without people like you, the industry will be totally dead.
Yeah.
So
or I would
thanks
be.
for that.
Thanks for that.
So,
You got free
we'll
tickets,
organise.
pal?
Yeah, if you want to,
How are we going to give him the tickets?
Yeah, we're gonna get the tickets soon.
Name at the door?
did you think of that?
No. I just put his name at the door.
Yeah. Okay. Paul, your name will be at the door +1.
Yeah. But remind me.
All right.
Can you remind me?
Thanks for that. Have a great night, guys. I'm still watching.
Thank you,
from
Paul.
home. Take
And
care.
Lovely
Paul,
work.
Paul,
Oh, hang on, Paul. Don't go yet.
Aaron's just said, can you ring him up at 2:00 in the morning
No, we didn't.
and remind him
No, we didn't.
to leave your name at the door? So maybe just send him a text message
Yeah.
or something just to
Yeah.
remind him.
I'll remember, but just
Yeah, he's not
Remind
going to
me.
remember. When Aaron says, "I'll remember," he ain't going to remember.
Aaron, I'll remind you.
yeah,
That's
thanks.
true.
No, you'll be on the door, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
All right.
Thanks,
Have a
Paul.
good
Paul.
night.
buddy.
Thanks, guys.
See you, buddy.
See you
Bye.
later.
There you go.
There you go.
That's it.
That was-
Paul's a very good supporter. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
He's a very big supporter. of
And
music
you want
in
to stand a
general.
little bit closer to the mic,
And-
please?
Sorry.
Get to the
Thank you.
microphone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. What
Yeah.
else we got there?
So, hello, Aaron. We all want to see you in Harvey Bay. Love,
Oh.
Auntie Alice. Oh, that's your
Oh, that's
auntie,
my
is
auntie.
it?
She lives in
Alice, who?
who the get the beep
Auntie
ready.
Alice.
Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi,
no, she
Auntie
lives in
Alice.
Hervey Bay or Harvey Bay.
Harvey Bay.
Yeah.
Harvey.
She,
I think it's Harvey Bay.
Harvey Bay. That's like Reservoir and Reservoir.
well, I'm from Reservoir.
Oh,
Shut up,
that's
Pino.
North Reservoir, is
That's-
it? Whereas-
Reservoir, you have to check if your wheels are still there. Reservoir, you're fine.
Oh, so Reservoir is where all the lions are on the front gates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. With
I think.
yeah. All right. So
We've had a good time.
we have had a great
Had a
time,
good
haven't we?
I haven't seen you boys for ages.
I know. I know. So
yeah.
now you've got a band that you play with. That's your band.
Yes.
Now tell us about your band.
Well, it's funny because when you're going to do gigs for other people, you know, which I, without a doubt, still love doing, I decided to put together my own band.
Yep.
I'm huge
And have
on
you
the
got
old
have
rock
you
and
got
roll thing.
have you got like a static lineup like this,
Oh.
like the normal guys that you've got in the lineup, or is it a revolving lineup?
No, it's what I did was I put the band together with first I can't remember who was on the first gig, Marcus Ryan, I think.
Yep.
And Wayne Duncan sort of pushed me to do this because I was saying, you know, I'd like to play the old rock and roll stuff, and I love listening to this. About a year and a half ago, and yeah, he sort of said, yeah, go for it, do it. I'll jump in on the bass. Sadly, he only did one gig, and he passed away. But it sort of just kept evolving and getting different artists in.
Yep.
Like I had Eric McCusker, Jerome Smith jumped in, Normie was one too. But yeah, it's just I thought I could be a bit self-indulgent because I love 50s rock and roll. My grandfather loved 50s rock and roll.
Now your grandfather
Yeah.
was a big part of you,
Huge.
wasn't he?
Huge. He it's funny, when I was in Malta last year, he used to play accordion and clarinet.
Yeah.
And he'd always said, make sure you go to Malta and, you know, see what it actually is all about. Anyway, so I'm glad I did last year, about this time last year, I think. And it's just it's funny how it works. One of the places I went to was a place my grandfather used to play at. You know, when I think he was about 13, 12,
Yeah.
and he used to play, and the payment was soft drinks.
Okay.
You wouldn't get paid. You just get soft drinks.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like the industry now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went with one of my cousins, and he was talking to the.
No, now they got nuts as well.
No, you can't. The kids are allergic to nuts now.
That's right. They've taken
They're
them off
allergic
the
to
thing.
anything. Anyway, so he, my cousin was talking to one of the guys that, he was like one of the head honchos there, poncho, whatever you call it. And the guy remembered my grandfather, and he hadn't been there for about 25 something years. And the band was playing, and just cut a long story short, I played at the same place my grandfather played at.
Oh, that's
wow,
Which is
man.
amazing. Yeah,
That would have been awesome.
That's
mate.
awesome.
It was just life just did a full circle.
Did you play like blues stuff with them, or what did you play?
No,
Did you play Shemsh?
no. I can't remember what we played.
Madame Luché?
No, but that year I heard that every day there. By the end of it, I wanted to headbutt the concrete. But yeah,
They're the only two songs I know.
There was another one too. No,
I must
was
admit,
that and another one.
I
Yes.
must admit, I've been to Malta. It's
Have
such yeah, I did.
Where'd you stay?
Birkirkara.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and
And the country's still going after you
mate,
left.
I must admit, I fell in love with Malta.
Isn't it
It was
great?
such a hidden little pocket, and Valletta is beautiful too.
Yeah.
But did you fly in, or did you catch the boat across?
No, I flew from Rome.
Okay, yeah,
Flew from Rome.
I took the boat across, and
Oh, did you?
Yeah, from Sicily,
Yeah,
and
right.
we took the boat across,
Yeah,
and
the
when I
guys were
saw
trying to throw him
Malta,
off the boat, but they couldn't get him off.
oh mate, seriously. Luckily, we didn't have the Italian captain on the boat, but it was unbelievable, mate. I was in awe of Malta. I must admit,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the history for such a small place.
It's extra special when you know you've come from there, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
It's as soon as I got off
Yeah.
the plane, it was like, yeah, shit, I'm home. Sort
You're
of thing,
home,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Home away from home. And then when you saw the family, you know, there was like
So you got a big family over there?
huge. There was 30 of them that picked me up from the airport.
Michael Borg. Was that
No,
song?
that's my cousin Michael Ball.
Is that song? Bajata Malia?
Yes, I think it is.
There you go. Thank
I
you.
think it
Michael.
is. Yeah.
Michael, can you call and sing it to us?
There's another Borg. There's another Borg. There's another
Maltese.
Maltese.
Maltese. Yeah.
What is he? Spiteri.
Ben Spiteri.
Spiteri. Yeah.
So now going back to, I told you the show just goes like
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
right?
that's great. I'm having a ball.
So here we were talking about your grandfather, but before that, we're talking about your band. So
You're saying I
now
get
let's go
sidetracked.
back, and then your grandfather was an important
Oh,
factor.
yes.
Now, yeah,
Especially with the old rock and roll stuff.
Yes.
I just love playing it. I love singing it. Well, trying to sing it, and you know, everybody sort of has heard those songs, whether you're your generation, my generation. Yeah, it was a self-indulgent thing. I'm glad I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I really am.
and so with that, it's just basically playing the 50s rock and roll stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, 50s rock and roll, even some of the early blues stuff.
Yep.
Because obviously that was before the rock and roll, and rock and roll was influenced by
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. So, you know, Little Walter and, you know, Howlin' Wolf and all that sort of stuff I love listening to, love playing it. We just give it a bit of a kick in the...
Yep.
Beep.
Now,
Dana.
where do you guys? What sort of gigs are you doing?
So next week's at Musicland on the Thursday. What else? I don't know what else is next.
I've caught you off guard, haven't I?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
No, 'cause
most of your
the
gigs,
rock and
most of
roll's-
your gigs, the rock and roll stuff is at Musicland.
it's once a month or once every couple of months there.
Yeah.
But we do the odd, you know, like they still have those rock and roll dances.
I have to admit that's awesome when you see a whole bunch of those guys going.
I haven't seen anything like it before.
Yeah, when you start playing that, I'll never forget doing a gig once, and we started playing some rock and roll.
Yeah,
and there were like five couples.
Yeah,
that just when we played Johnny Be Good, and then we played the one tune, and they got up and started, and then we played Rock Around the Clock, and then it was like the rest of the set was just because everybody got off and just started watching, and it's amazing.
It's incredible. I mean, I don't know how they get the stamina to do it.
Yeah,
I'd
need to see a chiropractor for about 2 weeks.
And the funny thing is, they don't like it at a certain speed. If it's not,
they're very, they are. Yeah, they're very very anal about the speed. If you play a little bit faster, you'll get crucified.
Yeah, they kill you.
Or if you're too slow.
Yes, you're right.
Because it's all in the swing of the arm and
amazing how they do it.
Yeah,
and they know. I don't know how they do it. Doesn't matter.
We have to play in time with the pacemaker. That's why.
Oh, Pino.
Sorry.
Come on.
Aaron.
Yes, mate.
Besper Terry says he met you years ago when you played Tyler Whitford at the Lilydale show.
Tyler Wilford. I haven't seen Tyler for ages. Oh, that's Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember Ben. The Lilydale.
You don't look like you remember him because you can't. Yeah, I do remember Ben.
No, the name rings a bell.
Yeah?
Yeah. Tyler Wilford. He's another good young singer. He was on Young Talent Time.
Okay.
Not the original one. The
newer version of it.
Yeah, with Millsy, Rob Mills.
Rob Mills. Yeah.
He's a talent too, that kid. I think he's still gigging.
Actually, it's a shame when you think of it. I mean, look at our television, right? Everything that's on TV, and it's probably why a lot of people watch our show. A lot of the stuff that's on TV is all about NCIS, the murder discoveries, all that sort of stuff. About
cooking shows,
and those wonderful music shows we've got now.
Oh, don't even go there.
Oh, The Voice. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
really?
I have to admit, I watched the grand final, and I thought it's all TV.
Finished, is it?
It's finished. Oh. Yeah, it's all TV. It's all put on for TV. So the guys can sing; they're great, but it's all TV. It's great.
It's just money, I think.
Yeah, well, hey man, they're doing it. They're doing it well.
Yeah.
And they're succeeding. So good on them. So
yeah.
But hold on. Ben's just written. I play guitar with his mate Anthony Gerash.
Yeah, Anthony Gerash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's another good singer.
Love Island.
Oh,
Go, Claude.
Claude, please, not Love Island. Jesus.
So no, but a lot of people actually, like I've spoken to a lot of people that watch the show, like our show, right? And they've said we look forward to watching it every Wednesday night, and like they even watch. Sometimes they watch Pino and Liz's show on Tuesday night. So they're starting to change. Yeah. And what they're doing is they've got HDMI on a tablet, and they put it on the TV. So it's streaming live. Yeah, our shows. Right. And it streams live, and they watch it on TV, and it's like they're watching TV.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I was talking to Ross Wilson, and he said exactly this. He said the thing we haven't got today is somebody like Molly Meldrum who put the time into new bands, and was willing to put money where his mouth was to support new bands. It's a never-ending saga.
But we had a few weeks ago we had Michael De Lorenzo on, and Michael's a producer, right?
Yes.
Now Michael gets a lot of the singers that come from The Voice and the
is
big record
Michael
labels.
Painter? Is he
I think M Squared.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And I asked Michael, what's happened to the guitar thing? Noise. We had Noise Works. We had the Choir Boys. We had all, the Australian iconic bands, Mondo Rock, all those bands where it was a rock band and it was the band being promoted, right? What's happened to it? And he said we had 60 years of guitar. from the 50s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and so on. But now guitar in the new stuff is just a little dabble, and that's it.
Yeah.
Or we have the acoustic guitar, with I've just gone blank on some of the singers that use acoustic guitar, but all they do is just play that acoustic guitar, and that's it.
Yeah.
Ed
Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran,
Yeah.
perfect. And like Ed Sheeran can actually have a whole crowd, like the tennis center, in his hand with just an acoustic guitar. So, and that's the difference of what's happened with the industry, and that's
it's a funny one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Hopefully, we can turn it around on the guitar talk.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
No, nothing. I'm fine. I'm enjoying the after 50 years of guitar. It's like
they said that there was an interview with George Harrison when they said to the Beatles the guitar bands are finished. This was in the 60s.
Yeah,
they said that to the Beatles.
Yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah, and I thought, wrong.
Yeah.
hey,
wrong.
Aaron.
Yes, mate.
Didn't you chase the Rolling Stones like all?
Oh yeah.
Australia?
2000. What did I write there? Did I write it down? No. 2014. I went to see the Stones in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and last year I went to see him in Germany. It's true.
But I want to ask you the question now.
And you got to meet the boys, didn't you?
I got to meet Charlie Watts.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that.
And
Facebook.
Ronnie Wood.
Yeah.
Keith. I didn't. I had my the old Let It Bleed album,
right,
which had Bobby Keys, Mick Taylor, Keith, Charlie, and Mick Jagger on that album. But I only got Ronnie Wood to sign it and Bobby Keys before he died. That's one of my prized possessions, that album.
Yeah.
So if I get buried, that's coming with me, and probably this.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon, I hope.
So where are you going to get buried?
Take me straight to the
and
tip.
actually, while I got you,
yes.
I saw that photo of you with the grease thing with what's her face.
Yes.
And what's the story there? What was that?
I did. Actually, the first one I got called in was to do the Molly Meldrum one a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
And when Molly did that, they did that Channel 7 thing on Molly Meldrum.
Yeah.
Like what do you call it? Biopic or something.
Yep.
And I was a sound guy for Countdown. And actually, it's quite funny because all the props they had there was all the old clippings from newspapers and that, and I was seeing half those guys articles about him, which was awesome. So I'm taking photos of it and sent one to Neil Johns, and he goes, I haven't seen that for 45 years or something. So the first one was Molly, and the second one, was with Delta Goodrem.
That's the one.
Big fan of her in leather.
Yeah, we saw that.
We are.
I know.
We are a family show.
I know.
We are a family show.
Will remind me to show you the photo.
Okay.
Can you bring it up now?
No. No, I can't actually. Sorry.
Yeah. But it was good fun. That was at Luna Park. They closed off Luna Park.
Was that because they said there was only one? It was enough for one big mouth in the stadium.
Don't talk about Delta Goodrem like that.
I don't like her.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
Let's go. Sorry, Will.
No, he doesn't like Delta Goodrem because she's on The Voice.
Yeah, I don't. I like her because I don't watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Look good in leather though. Huh? Have a look at the photo.
Hey, I want to make a public announcement that tomorrow, being June 21, it is Make Music Day Australia. Right now, no.
I'm listening.
Around the world, tomorrow, there will be so many cities, countries.
Oh, and it wasn't me that said it.
What is that?
Have a bit of decorum, Will. Jesus.
Anyway.
You missed the button. What are you trying to say?
I'm going to drop.
Pino, get off the floor.
Around so many countries around the world.
Come on, guys, mature up a bit.
Come on. Now I was in France.
Yeah, someone's written, family show.
There goes all my hard work.
They're gonna
They're gonna shut us down.
Sorry,
Oh,
as you were saying.
my stomach's hurting. I was in France many years ago.
Yeah.
Right. And I was there on the 21st of June. And on the 21st of June in France, they had Musicians' Day, Celebrate Music Day. And every musician was working. Right. Now, the AMA here, the Australian Music Association, along with Australian Musician Magazine and stuff like that, it's in the early days of them starting to push this. Right. Pino, are you okay?
If you're going to laugh away from the mic because I'm trying to listen to what he said.
Put a mute on the mic.
Yeah.
And look the other way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's in France.
But that was in France. But it's celebrated all around the world now. And
Okay.
Australia is just starting, right? So Make Music Day Australia. So I'll read this exactly as it is. Over 100 music-making activities in 80 locations around Australia is a great start for the Music Day Australia. On Thursday, Australians will join the global celebration of music making, where 800 places in over 125 countries will be making music on June 21. And basically, if you go to the Australian Music website, which is www.australianmusic.asn.au, right? You'll have links on there on what the celebrations are. And for example, they've got the Sydney Symphony Orchestra, which is leading Australia's international. It's Australia's first international Make Music Day event. And I'm making this a public announcement now. I'm gonna get involved with this so that we start really pushing it. And it's going to be a global live stream of Verdi's Requiem concert. So
you would do this all online?
Well, no. This thing here, there's public performances, right? Okay. But I'm after seeing this and seeing what it was like in France. France was a blowout. Like you would we went to Salon, which is a town in the it's sort of south of France, and we're walking through the main street and you hear a band playing, right? And then just as you're walking away from the sound of that, you hear another band starting to play because they're on another stage. And then in between that sort of stuff, in between alleys and stuff, there'd be all these guys performing like acoustically as duos, trios, and all that sort of stuff. And musos were, but the thing was, they were all paid by the government to perform. Because in Europe, they treat musicians very different to the way we're treated here in Australia.
Yes.
Here in Australia, you say you're a musician, they say, so what do you do for a job? Whereas over there, you say you're a musician and they sit down and ask you, oh, so that's great, and they want to know more about you. So anyway, that's promoting that. Yeah. So next week we have on Monday night Drum Talk with the ever so popular Pino Bertolini. And yeah, I don't know what he's. Who have you got on the show?
Oh, you waiting for me? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
You told me to mute my mic.
Have you recovered?
Yeah, mate. I dropped onto the floor, seriously. Anyway. We got Rory Hollingsworth on Monday night.
Oh, Rory!
So it's going to be great. And it's going to be looking forward to it, actually, having Rory in the studio. So we're going to have a bit of a laugh and a bit of, we're going to be talking a bit tech too, a bit of production stuff too. So, which is going to be awesome.
Rory.
Yes.
I might ring you in. Give Rory some
here?
poop. Hey?
Aren't you here?
No, I won't be here on Monday night.
Okay.
I'm the one who works 3 nights.
I can't do too much with this guy.
And after today's, I don't think he's coming back.
What was the first thing you said to me when?
0412 376 848 if you'd like to host a new guitar show.
Hang on.
Anyway, then on Tuesday night we have On the Mic.
Yes, we do.
And
we've got Angelica De Bono on Tuesday night. Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. And who you got Wednesday night?
Wednesday night, I have on the show. What are you giggling about?
You can't remember, like
no, I do. I do remember. I have Paul Gale on. Now, for people who don't know who Paul Gale is, I would say, one of Australia's top repairers.
Soundworks, isn't it?
Soundworks, yep. He's amazing. And we're going to talk about something that Paul's doing that's new for this country, I have to admit. And he's also going to be on the show with Joe Occhipinti.
Oh, Joe coming back?
Because Joe's coming back. Because
okay.
Joe works with Paul.
Right. Okay.
And Joe was like the instigator, shall we say, of the show.
Okay,
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget this Sunday we're at actually during the day 11 to 4 o'clock or 11 to 5 o'clock. On the Mic is actually performing at Musicland. They got their singers performing and stuff. So
awesome.
that'd be great if you want to check out some great talent there. And then also the Muso channel is filming live the Jam Night Sunday night at Musicland, 8:30 to 9:30. It'll be live on this same channel as you guys seeing it. So which is fantastic. So we're keeping busy.
Good.
Yep.
It's
well,
great.
you're keeping busy.
I am, believe me.
Yeah. So
give them a little round of applause at home for these two
just,
gentlemen
okay.
because they work hard. Not you. They work their butts off for musicians, which is good. Thank you, Pino.
We want to try. We want to try to make this the Muso channel a hub for not only musicians, so that they can have a platform to promote their music and promote their projects and all that sort of stuff. And like now, I'm actively chasing people, and contacting people and saying, "Hey, you interested in coming on the show?" And so far, everybody has said yes.
Great.
I will come on. Except for Aaron. Aaron, I had to chase him for a bit.
Just the invoice. Just check the invoice.
Yeah. The inbox.
Invoice.
The invoice. Yeah. What invoice? So yeah, but I mean, even if you have something that you want to promote on the show, and you feel you want to come on, contact us, messenger us. We've got that little thing of, send us a message. You can contact us and so on. And yeah, and look, we're doing this out of our own hearts. So, and speaking of
Max is clapping, good boy.
Who's that?
Max is clapping, good on you, Max.
Thanks, Max. And one thing that we do want to promote, and it's one way of you guys getting behind and helping us, so that we can upgrade some gear and get better sound and better picture and all that sort of stuff.
And a beep button.
And a beep button for Pino because his mouth is a bit atrocious.
I can't believe it wasn't
me. I just said countries. Anyway, you cut me short on the word countries.
No, you cut yourself short.
If everyone has a chance to get on to www.patreon, patreon.com/the Muso channel. On Patreon, it's a way of supporting the radio station by, you can donate $1 and that's per month. So it's only $12 a year. And that $12, when we get, a few more people that do it, it actually helps for us to get some funds together so that we need to upgrade computers so we can have multiple camera angles and all that sort of stuff. Which if we can do that, it's going to make the show even better. It'll make the picture quality a lot clearer and a lot sharper and so on. It helps us get some more equipment with regards to desks and so on. At the moment, we're using my XR18.
I'm actually using all borrowed stuff. That's what I'm using.
Currently using my XR18 in here at the moment, which I'm still carrying all my heavy luggy gear to all the gigs. But and like, you know, it's just one of those things that if we have support from you guys on a financial level, that'd be awesome, as well as watching the show, because and spreading the show as well. If you can share this show and say to people, hey man, get behind the show and support us. Look, we've got people that watch us from Italy, Lebanon, Malta tonight.
Actually, one of our biggest listeners, I must admit, is France.
And France, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How can you,
And
how do
actually,
you know?
I get the stats.
Oh.
And you know who's the second biggest? Believe it or not, Germany. He's enjoying our shows and our music, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh.
And look, all it's doing is it's putting us being a hub here in Melbourne around the world. So, because the Muso Channel website, which is www.themusochannel.com, that streams radio 24/7. And that streams all over the world. And then when we come on with our show, we still stream the audio around the world via the website. So a lot of people didn't know that. So so that basically we're in every country, even in Malta, you know.
I'm going back to Malta.
Yeah.
I'm going back to Malta.
Yeah, when?
I don't know.
Okay.
Aaron, thank you so much for coming in, mate.
Yeah,
very much appreciated. It's been a
Thank you,
laugh
buddy.
and it's been great.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Pino, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Will, for coming.
It was absolutely a pressure working against you once again.
As always.
Yep. And thank you everybody who listened in tonight. We've had a blast.
We've had a laugh.
We had a laugh. We even nearly got kicked off. How's that?
We laughed hard when we weren't even on.
Yeah, I know.
Before.
Hey, Pino, can you show those photos again for the guys that didn't see them beforehand of Aaron? Aaron, when we put a chart in front of him. So that's what Aaron looks like when you put a chart in front of him.
Look at that poor kid.
That's the face of Aaron.
Yeah.
It's the look of what the
flying.
Is that an F note?
Where is it?
And then this is Aaron when he's been promoted to actually perform on stage.
That is horrendous.
With the moustache.
Look at poor Elvis. He's got no idea what's going on.
Yeah, Elvis is sitting there going, I don't know what's going on. We had a competition with that. Well, well, anyway. But we actually, there's a couple of shots like that. But anyway, thank you, everybody. See you later. See you next week. Bye-bye.
You're listening to Guitar Talk with Will Musig.